Hello, assalamu alaikum, and welcome back to Elsutra's kitchen. And today we're going to be making Nigerian Suya. The Suya without an oven, without a griller, without charcoal. All you need is your pot, and we're also going to smoke this Suya to make it as authentic as you did it on the charcoal, on the wood. So let's get started. If you're already part of the family, you're welcome back, and if you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe. Let's start with the beef suya. I'm using beef for this recipe. You can also use lamb if you wish to. So I will show you the thickness of the meat that I have here. You can cut it to your own choice of thickness to make suya. For me, I love it this way because it cooks faster and also consistently, so that's why. And I'm just going to cut the meat into the sizes I needed it to be. You can cut it to your own choice. This is how I want mine. And moving forward, we're just going to place this meat on the stove and start cooking. So for the meantime, I'm going to be adding my ingredients in order to get this meat to cook. The first ingredient is the ginger garlic paste, and I'm also adding some salt. And if you like, you can add a little bit of the ajinomoto. It gives the meat a little bit of more taste than just the salt. I'm also going to be using some chicken seasoning. I'm using none. If you like, you can use Maggi or any brand you can find in your grocery store. I'm also going to be putting on some chili powder. You know there is no suya without chili powder, of course. Okay, so I have some leftover of tomatoes and onions crushed in my fridge, so I decided to utilize it for this recipe, so I don't have to start cutting some tomatoes and put it in there. So if you don't have this tomato crush, just cut maybe half a tomato and maybe some onions and put it in the meat. It's going to melt eventually. It will cook together with the meat and just melt all over. So on a fast timer, our meat is cooking. As you can see, the water from the meat came out and now it's shrinking out, and all the spices and everything is just doing their jobs. So we're just going to wait a little bit for this meat to suck all the water out, as you can see. So I am adding a little bit of vegetable oil, because beef especially get dry sometimes. If it is lamb, I don't need to worry about the oil because it has so much oil on it. But with beef, I usually add a little bit of the oil, and if you can see at the bottom of my pot, there's not much oil. At this point, I'm trying to test because I love it without even adding the peanut powder. I love to test it. Oh my gosh, it's really hot, but I'm trying this. It's so good. You need to try this recipe. Please let me know if you do on the comment section, because you know winter is coming. It's fall right now in my location, but winter is coming, so we don't get to grill outside. And as you can see, I'm adding my kuli, which is the suya spice. It's just a mixture of kuli and some spices like ginger powder, like some cardamom, like some nutmeg, and a lot of aromatic spices. I also added more of the chili powder because suya needs to be chili. It needs to be really spicy, especially for my family. We love it spicy. Yeah, so you just keep stirring this until you reach the texture that you're looking for. Some of the time I like it crunchy. If you still want to use oven at this point to broil it, you can do that. For me, for the sake of this recipe, I'm not going to put this in the oven. I'm just going to leave it on the pan to keep frying until I have the kind of texture I'm looking for. It's not going to be very crunchy, but it's going to give me a bit of fried texture, kind of like a boned meat. So as you can see here, I'm cutting all my vegetables. You can cut anything you want: tomatoes, cilantro, onions, different kind of peppers. I use green and yellow. I just love the color combination, you know, especially when you add the red together with all this. It will look so beautiful, and to everyone you serve it to. Okay, it's time for smoking. So I have a little bit of charcoal here. I put it on my stove. Please excuse how dirty my stove look right now. I need to clean it later. So after a few minutes, my charcoal is all done. So I am just getting a little bit of the foil paper, and I'm going to put my charcoal in between it, just to protect my meat from touching the residues on the charcoal and everything. So as I place it there, my stove is turned off at this point, and I'm just going to make a little bit of a cycle in between. Place my charcoal, and I'm going to be using some vegetable oil to smoke this charcoal. I'm holding my pot lid with my other hand. As you can see, I was really fast to just cover the smoke so it doesn't start my home alarm system. So after a couple of minutes, I opened it and I tried to close the smokiness a little bit so it dies slowly, and then the rest of the smoke can also incorporate into my suya. As for now, we're done because I cannot see any smoke coming out of the pan. I believe my suya is all done and smoky, and believe me guys, if you ever try this recipe, please let me know, because I am a testimony to this recipe. It comes out really great, just like you're eating suya that is made on the street. If you know back home in Nigeria how we eat suya from the street, how smoky it is because they use the firewoods to make it. Oh my gosh. And this is how I played. As I'm doing this, I was busy taking pictures of my suya because the plate looks so beautiful. My husband couldn't wait for me, so he served him and started eating. I'm going to show you because I'm going to take this plate to him. Okay guys, let me know if you do make the suya. Let me know who you want to serve this suya to. Let me know who you want to surprise with this suya. Let me know if you have a friend that loves suya, and you should make this suya and surprise them at their doorstep, you know. I can't wait to read all your comments and respond to you guys. Yeah, this is jollof rice that I made, and we're going to eat the suya with this jollof rice because, oh god, I love jollof and suya. And our suya is done. That is my baby there, just playing with my ball and her ball inside. So I'm taking the suya to my mister. I see her already eating, and I wanted to show him my plate and that he missed eating from this plate.
Yummy! What about edge?
Okay guys, thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your family and friends.